Hello, hey, we're doing Python today. Today we're going to do some Python. I figured it would make sense to just change things up for a little bit. Let's see what people are interested in when it comes to learning some Python. Maybe a little bit of Python. Why don't we just give that a try and see maybe some tips, some ideas, some things that you might not have if you've used various programming languages. You're familiar with operator overloads. If you heard about operator overloads, those are pretty cool. I like those. They're very useful in various situations. I think we want to cover operator overloads today. What else do we want to cover? I think we want to cover some basic maybe things that you thought you knew that maybe you didn't know. So let's make a list of things we want to cover today. So we'll do operator overloads, overloading. Yep. All right. So we'll make a list here of things that we want to do. Things we want to cover. All right. Operator overloads. Maybe some. Arithmetic versus string. Maybe like little few intro things. Hey, beauty. How's it going? Evening. Hello. Hey, welcome into the stream. We're going to be covering some Python introduction tips today. I figured we'll make it a cozy Python stream today where we cover some software engineering common patterns that you see in many different languages, including Python, Rust, Java, even C++, right? There's all these languages out there that support a lot of common operations. Python's a really great language to demonstrate that because it's a simple, clean language without a lot of symbols. I like it. It's like really great. There's not a lot of symbols. So it makes it easier to understand. Programming. Hey, how's it going, programming? Are you a hacker too? Yeah. A hacker, absolutely. Definitely. Oh, I am. I'm definitely a hacker because I've done some things in the past. I can count that as hacking. I've done some things. So I've got a background where I've achieved some things that you can absolutely consider as hacking in more ways than you might think. So definitely a hacker. I can say, you guys, because I've done some very big companies and some other companies. I've done some things. You guys. I don't necessarily. Oh, hey, CXL. I see. Wait, what is CXXL? Is that a typo? A beauty? What is that? What? I'm not quite sure what that is. Is that a thing that I just don't know because I've not seen CXXL before? I'm gonna look that up. What is CXXL? We need to. Is that just a typo? It could be just a typo. CXXL meaning is it a thing? Appears to be a misspelling of Roman numeral. Okay, it's not a thing. Or is it? I don't know. Yeah, we're doing some Python today. You can see a giant Python logo here on the screen. Hey, Quantified Quantum, good to see you. Welcome in. We're going to be doing some cozy Python tutorials today. Some introductory things, some things that are in different languages that, like Ruby and Perl and Java, C++. These languages all have some. CXX is cool. Is that what that is? Okay, cool. Thank you. I feel better now. A beauty. Thank you so much. I really like the Python. I almost finished my whole app using only Python. Did you, programming? You did? I made that up. What's your age? Oh, right. Afnan bin Abbas. Good question. There are certain things that we won't cover in this channel, including doxing style information. I'm trying not to give away too much information or details because it gives away information. There's reasons that you want to obviously not give away certain pieces of information, but you know what? You could probably guess pretty close. You can guess. You can pretty close guess. But here's what we're going to do. What we're going to do today is we're going to do some Python introduction tips. And these tips, you guys, programming, okay? That's it. You can say it's good to not give away that information. Let me tell you, it's good because it's actually a critical piece of information that people can use to do malicious things. So you got to be careful. Oh, Yusuf. Hey, how's it going, bro? I lack in recursion in C++. Don't worry, recursion is not a common pattern. It is used, but you usually like to just do while loops. You don't want to have a stack that's growing in your branches. You don't want your stack growing in branches. You don't want to do that. Recursion is just a pattern that works, but you typically don't ever want to use it. You typically never want to use a recursion Thoughts on Amish? Crispy, how's it going? How's it going, Crispy? Thoughts on Amish? Totally fine. They're fine. I think that's what they don't do technology, right? That's what everything. MP asking just for my own motivation. Okay, no worries. No worries. All good to hear. Ashford, hey, how's it going? Said hello. Beacon Bread, hey, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Beacon Bread. Cool name. Your name. I like your name. It involves food. It involves food, which I like. Oh, by the way, what's your views? Oh, your views on Svelte. Oh, view on Svelte. I love Svelte. I think Svelte is probably the best iteration on a front-end framework that exists. I'm thinking of doing a major migration using it. Svelte. Svelte is number one. I would say number one because it's the latest and it's also the most simple and it's the cleanest. All right. The second follow-up from Svelte would be Vue.js. I think Vue.js is a good follow-up from that. And then of course React and Angular from there. You guys, there you go. Or should you go with plus HTMX? Oh, HTMLX. HTMX. What a great framework. Okay, so HTMX is really, really, really powerful. I really also like it with the built-in JSON module. If you use HTMX with the JSON module, I think it's like the perfect combination of the most lightweight front-end framework or utility, however you want to classify it. It's the best. It's absolutely the best. Number one, you guys, I would definitely say HTMX. Yourself. Hey, how's it going? Haha, appreciate it. Cool, no worries. Recursion's good. Recursion's okay. I wouldn't say it's good. Beacon Bread, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Manu G. Hello, Mr. Blum. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Ahmed. Hey, stay happy. Stay blessed. Keep smiling. Love from Pakistan. Very cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Afan. Hey, how's it going? He's the underrated one. That's right. That's right, you guys. Not Owen. I'm actually the CEO of HTMX. Are you? Wait, not Owen. Wait, are you really? Are you really the CEO of HTMX? I mean, obviously, it's not a company, right? As far as I understand it, it's just a library that's really awesome. Are you? Or actually, by saying, are you the CEO of HTMX means that it is your favorite, and you're claiming it as HTMX is your favorite, you love it a lot, and it's so important to you that you are the CEO of HTMX. Hey, Thamari, how's it going? Thamamari, how's it going? Hey, welcome in. Beacon Bread. Do you play Roblox? I've played games like Roblox. I've actually this last weekend, I played some what do you call it? Minecraft. I was playing some Minecraft just to chill, just to relax. I wanted to build some things. There are many CEOs. Lamau, there are many. Okay, there are a lot of CEOs. There are, and especially for HTMX, there's a lot of CEOs. All right, here's what we're gonna do today. You guys, the plan. We've got a plan for today. Check this out. We're gonna do some Python introduction things. We're gonna do some Python introductions. Someone was mentioning recursion, so let's go recurse. Let's do it like and look, this is what recursion is. It's not that good. It's not necessary. It creates like these weird things. You don't want it. So let's look up recursion, and I'll tell you why I don't like it and why I don't like recursion. Why I don't like it. The guy who made it says anyone can say they're the CEO. Really? Not Owen, really? Is that? Oh, so this is actually a known fact. I had no idea. I didn't know this was a known fact, and he will confirm if asked. That's so cool. Quantified quantum. Time to earn some bread and butter. Clients calling. Talk to you later. Okay, cool. We'll catch you later. Ashford, hey, how's it going? Great topic today. My favorite object-oriented programming. Yeah, OOP. Okay, so we'll do a little bit OOP here as well. We'll try OOP. We'll see if we can get into it. Some object-oriented programming, you guys. Some object-oriented programming. We'll see. Blue, how's it going? You're here. Welcome on in. Happy to have you here. Thanks for references you gave on Discord. Manu, oh, cool. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to chat with you. We're chatting in DMs on Discord, you guys, and we're chatting about different things. We were coming up with some technical ideas there. Beauty, that's new to me. Me too. Didn't know about it before. Programming, hey, how's it going? Wait, programming. You were having wait, one second, programming. What was you? Okay, you prefer VS Code. You prefer Visual Studio Code, but you're wondering. Thank you for the likes. What is the name of the program that is open on your computer right now? Oh, this right here. You're talking about this right here, this thing, this window right here. Well, let me see here. Let me put this on the screen in the spot where I want it to be. Is it right here? I think right there is good. Wait. It's got to go. I had it. So I like pixel perfect precision. Let me bring this back. Hold on. I'm going to pixely perfect precision it. 1 second. I need to make sure. Because see, there's like 1 pixel right here. And it's bugging me. See this pixel? This pixel right here. Right at the edge of the screen. It's going to go away. Gone. See? Gone. Boom. Pixel perfection, you guys. I like pixel perfection. Okay, so actually to answer your question, this is a terminal emulator running on Mac OS. And inside the terminal emulator, we've got Vim that you see here on the left side of the screen. And then the window manager is GNU Screen. It's GNU Screen, GNU Screen. So it looks like that. So screen dash version. I think we can say version. And that is my GNU Screen. There you go. And that's the window management. And the thing at the top, very top up here, at the very top of the screen, you can see is a, what do you call it? A process watcher. It's a process watcher. It's called HTOP. It's called HTOP, you guys. It's called HTOP chat. Okay. So here's some recursion. All right, back. Cool. That was quick. Quantified quantum. You took care of business, didn't you? You took care of some business with the client. All right. So we could say, here we go, Python main. This file right here is the main file. So if I go like, let's see, 1 second. Let's escape that, go back over here. Okay, so this is the main file. I don't know if you guys can see here down at the bottom of the screen, it says main. You can see right here, main. Right here at the bottom of the screen, main. That is the name of the file that we have open, and that's what we're editing. And we can run it by saying Python main. And all we have in this file is a bunch of code comments. What's the point of a V environment? So is actually this is probably the only reason I have vinf there, which you can see right here. Here, check this out. Vinf right here. You can see some vinf happening right here. Vinf, a whole bunch of vms. See, the point is, it's required now. You can't get in the latest version of Python. You have to have virtual environment, or otherwise it complains when you try to install packages. So what I did was I just installed a base one in my ZSHRC file that automatically instantiates or sources or activates the vinf that I created on just my local my user's root directory. That's what it is. It's required. And it just is to keep packages managed in each of the environments. So when you use pip, right? So you could use pip is a version manager or a package manager for Python. And so that's what vinf does. It keeps all those packages that you install in this virtual environment. Then you can open up a different virtual environment and then have a different set of packages over there. And then you can switch between different virtual environments. So it's kind of useful, but it's really annoying that there's not like, it requires you to have a virtual environment now, which is unfortunate, you guys. Talk about did between Dunder. Oh, Dunder. We're going to do Dunder. Dunder and it. You got it. We're going to do some Dunder. Quantified quantum. You know what's up. Dunder methods. You got it. We're going to do some Dunder methods, which is also related to operator overloading, right? Which actually, you have to use Dunder methods to overload some operators. It does monologue. Hey, welcome on in, monologue. Great approach. I'll do it right away. Excellent. Gimme. Does it work in VS Code? Monologue. Does it work in VS Code? Pretty much. VS Code supports all sorts of extensions, and it will give you full ability to customize it because it's just, right? It's just a bunch of JavaScript and HTML running in a sort of like an embedded web browser. That's what VS Code is. And that's why it's so easy to fork, you guys. It's so easy to fork, like with a Cursor and Windsurf, and you just fork VS Code and you can make $1 billion business. That's all you got to do, you guys. Fork VS Code, boom, $1 billion business. Blue. It's just as simple, n plus n minus 1, n plus 2, plus some of the first numbers through the recursion. You could totally do that. Yep. And so what is this going to do? So say if we ran this. Let's actually run this. What's going to happen? So we'll do, let's do this. Okay. Is this what's going to happen, do you think? Is this what's going to happen? 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 15 when we recurse with 5. So it's fine. I'd rather use a loop. Here's why. Because when you run this and you call it back here with recursion, you call yourself, right? That's what recursion is. Self-calling. I know this was talking about an introduction, but someone was calling like, let's do some recursion. So I figured why not talk about recursion? It calls itself. This is a function that calls itself. Boss ever thought of exiting Vim. No way. Gotta keep Vim open 24/7. It is the most bestest editor ever in the world. It's got visual mode, so I can highlight all this text that you see on the screen, and I can show you exactly what I'm looking at. Isn't it great? Obviously, you could use a cursor and do the same thing. You're like, here, check this out, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I like it better with Vim. I like Vim better, you guys. Beacon Bread is going to be right back. Monologue, I just found your channel. This is wonderful. Very cool. Thank you. You got to work soon, but we'll definitely check it VOD later. Cool. Sounds good, Monologue. Appreciate it. We'll catch you here back later in the VOD, video on demand. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's look at the recursion. So if we run this program, you guys, do you think, thank you for the likes. Wolves, hey, how's it going, Wolves? Welcome on in. Hey. We're going to do some Python today. We're going to just talk about some, common patterns that we use in programming languages. Hey, Don, hello, I remember you. I remember from previous streams because because I'm watching this anime called Dan, which is very similar, but, it's using a different vowel. It's instead of a whole bunch of O's, it uses a bunch of A's. Dan is really fun, but also very adult. It's a very adult anime. Dan, but it's still a lot of fun. I really like Dan. All right, do you think? Okay, so if we run this program, let's run it over here. Python main. Hey, Stuart Milton. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back into the stream. I remember from previous. Hey, Mew guy, how's it going? Recurse is happening. Lucy, Vim noobs be like :W quill. Yeah, Vim noobs or be like, they just press a whole bunch of buttons and they can't figure out what's going on. That's what Vim noobs be like. Yep, but :WQ for sure. Vim pros be like ZZ. Oh, wait. Did I remember, actually, I've accidentally ZZ'd a few times. Let's see. Let's try it. ZZ. Boom, out. That's the exit. That's a good one. You know what? I still use :WQ, so you can call me a noob then. You can call me a noob, you guys. Boom. Releases a knockoff. Visual Code stood. Yep. Goes Y Combinator. All you got to do is knock off Visual Studio Code, instant entry into Y Combinator. You go, guys. Matplotlib. Oh, Ashford. I love Matplotlib. It has some really great. Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar, Matplotlib is a really great visualization library for Python. It is so useful. You can basically look, and they've got a whole bunch of examples. Look at all these pretty charts and graphs. You guys are gonna make so many. And in business, you use a lot of charts and graphs in business, you guys. And that's what I'm in, charts and graphs in business. Actually, my username is like Don, like a surprised sound effect. Oh, dun. Ah, the dun. I know what you're talking about. Okay, there you go. Today's Python tutorial, you got it, Sumit. Today is the Python tutorial. We're going to just walk through some Python tips and tricks, and we're just going to hang out. We're going to do some Python. We're just going to do a little bit of Python today. Oh, Python, nice. Avis, yep, there we go. Wolves, create a coffee shop code using functions. What? Wait, what? What do you mean create a coffee shop code? What does that mean? Really fun making Python scripts. Hold on. What is that a thing? What is that? What is create a coffee shop Python? Is that a thing? Create a coffee shop code using Python. What is that? Oh, displays the coffee shop menu. Here's a Python code for a simple coffee shop. Wait, is this? Oh, okay. So this is like a coding, like maybe a coding thing. Nah, :WQ is cool too. Haha. Okay, Lucy, thank you. I remember accidentally pressing ZZ or Shift ZZ a few times. I'm like, what's going on? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing it? And I do remember actually purposely disabled it, but I haven't much accidentally pressed ZZ or capital ZZ in these recent days. So, dun. Okay, but you can ignore my last question, Blue. Okay, any tips on learning Vim motions? Whoa, the whole bunch of chat messages showed up and I didn't see these. Okay. Okay, any tips on learning some Vim motions? Oh yeah, so there is a tutorial. Check this out. If you install Vim, it comes built in. Check this out. Vim tutor. There's a Vim tutor command. Did you know? Check it. Just press run. There's a Vim tutor, and you go. Welcome to Vim tutor. Vim's a very powerful language. It's a 30-minute tutorial. Attention. And you just walk through it. And then it says, use these cursors, right? And then it's basically, it opens Vim to a text file that gives you instructions to learn Vim. It's so cool. Vim tutor, you guys, is called Vim tutor. Check it out. Vim tutor right there. Vim tutor. If you want to learn some BIM motions, maybe a coffee shop via SSH in your terminal. I know what you're talking about. Yep, we can make our own. I keep forgetting about that all the time. Not Owen, I always forget. There are some terminal.shop or something, right? There's some folks out there who have the ability to shop via the terminal. You can shop on your terminal window and you can make purchases. You can make purchases directly. Hey, teenage investor, how's it going? Welcome in. Bacon bread is back. Bacon bread. Guess what? You are a word. That is a really powerful word that you've got there. Bacon bread. Multiple things in one, and it makes a very tasty treat. Regarding BIM motions, there's a game plugin. Oh, there is. I didn't even think about that. Mew guy, vibe coding supporter. Yes, I do. I like it. I like using Claude. I like using Codex and Gemini. I like using all of the codecs. Unknown gamer. Hey, bro, how's it going? Josh Doranar. Just started learning this. Excellent. Cool. DDoS prevention. Vanny. Oh, DDoS prevention is a challenge because in order to, you have to block all the IPs, basically. If you see them continuously attacking, you just need to block them. And you don't need to respond to them. Because on the TCP level or the Ethernet frame level, you don't want to overwhelm the network having to respond to all those Ethernet packets because it's not about processing the inbound packets. That's pretty straightforward. It's about denial of service, where you continuously prompt or essentially probe the computers or the different servers to give you a big beefy response. And then you overwhelm the server with all this workload. You can do it using certain ciphers on old TLS versions, and you can completely take websites down using this strategy. And it's really powerful. And you can totally do it. All right, let me get back. There's a lot of chat messages going on here. Not Owen. Yeah, that's really cool. Best laptop. I definitely probably the Mac laptops are really good. But there's some really good Windows out there. But it's hard to turn down a MacBook. It's hard to turn down a MacBook, right? AI DDoS prevention. You could. Do you see the Cloudflare email wait list open up? Wait, really? Oh, for DDoS? Actually, I didn't. Not Owen, tell us about this. Thank you for the likes. You guys. I've seen all those little heart icons showing up there. This is really cool. Thank you for those little heart icons. You can even show them up there on the screen. There we go. Boom, heart icons. So I don't know what the Cloudflare email is. I don't know what that is about. Tell us, let us know. Unknown gamer. Which language should I start learning from? I'm 20 and starting college soon. I know basics of C++ already. Cool. Thank you for the likes. See the little heart icons. What do I do? Don't start with C++. No. Do not start with C++. It is not a language you want to start with. It's not a language. Thank you for the likes. It's not a language you want to start with. You want to start with, I would say Python. Where we're doing right now. Start with Python. We're going to do some Python, you guys. We're going to do some Python today. Mac forever. You got it, Ashrid. Cookie scraper. Yeah, I've actually good. There's some things you can get with a cookie scraper. Not only in towards very tasty treats, but also seeing all the cookies that you can capture some very important session data. You can do session hijacking, you guys. It isn't hard if you've been using Windows for a while. It isn't hard. That's totally true. If you already, Mac is trash for gaming. It is, Matthias. You're right. It's trash for gaming. Windows is dominant when it comes to gaming, you guys. Thank you for all the likes, all the crazy likes. You can see them happening right here on the screen. That's exactly what I'm looking at. Looking at all that. Start with C. Yeah, Rajeep, C is better. If you're going to choose between C and C++, start with C. At least start with C. Don't start with C++. Start with C. C is a little bit better. In fact, my company, our primary message bus is written in C. Just C, not C++. You can make a whole business, a whole really good business on just C, you guys. On just C. Oh, they've been done forwarding it for a while, but they will have a proper email service. Oh, really? You're serious. They've been done for forwarding for a while, so they will be having a proper email service. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's kind of weird, but also at the same time, okay. There you go, Cloudflare. Wow, so many likes, and you can see all the light animations that are showing up. You're taking over my screen, you guys. You're taking over my screen. How can I be a pro in Python and Django? Oh, Django. Yeah, that's like a ORM, Object Relation Management. And it's a framework. It's got some templates built in and everything. You started with C++. I started with C++ as well, but it was the only option that I had, you guys. It was the only option I had. It was all I had. There's so much more available today. There's so many better choices. There's so many better choices. Wolf, hey, Steven, now the flow or working of a mid-level large 4 to 5 files like code. Wait, well, hold on. What's going on? Understand that. I've mentioned that in the LLM and prompt and a method to know how to understand vibe code. Oh, well, it's a different thing for everyone, right? Everyone thinks vibe coding is a little bit different. Vibe coding is a little bit different for everyone. So it really depends on your definition. A lot of people say it's, never touching the code, which I actually kind of think that's like the best definition of vibe coding is really never touching the code. But it's not really the best way to use these code generators. The best way to use the code generators is to also be familiar with the code so you can work with them side by side as a team member, as a teammate who knows what's going on, you guys, who knows what's going on. I think that's the best way. Unknown Gamer, I did start Python a bit and it seemed easy. It is. It's really great. That's actually the whole point of it. It's easy for humans to operate. So we'll be going through a few of these things today. I'm just going to get through some of the chat messages first here. As for understanding, we doing, unlike C++, just coding what we know. Yeah, see, that's the problem is I think Python you can achieve a lot quickly. And it's more forgiving. With C++, it'll crash and segfault and you'll have all these issues. And there's a whole bunch of things that you just don't need to know in order to make it work. So I don't think C++ is the best to get started. But sir, okay, wait, we got a question here. Sir, I have been coding for some time now in Python, but I have a problem. You've got a problem. I have been using code completion. Oh, cool. And AI for so long that I've just lost the ability to code from scratch. What should I do? Don't worry. It comes back. I've been using, actually, you know what? I still use code completion because that's what we're doing here. What happens if we run this program, you guys? Are we going to see these things? Do you think this will happen? Do you think it's going to print 15? Do you think it's going to print 15? We're going to try it real quick. We'll run it. Python main. It printed 15, you guys. Recursion. See, here's the problem with recursion. Look, it's just a little too much. It's just a little too much. I know it's not like a lot of code on the screen, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to read, isn't it? Isn't it kind of hard to read? It's kind of hard to read, and you can cause problems. You can cause problems in stack explosions and stack overflows. What do you think a stack overflow is, you guys? Too much recursion. Have you heard of stack overflow before? This is the reason that word exists. This is the reason that word exists. Stack Overflow. You got problems, you guys. You got problems. Where are you from? From Seattle, United States. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Good keep vibes and get the clankers. Yep, the clankers. The machines to earn their wages. You got it, Not Owen. We got to get those clankers to earn their wages. Well, so how to understand or know the flow of generated code? Well, see, that's the thing. You need to, if you're thinking about vibe coding, a lot of people say vibe coding, think for your likes. A lot of people say for vibe coding is you never look at the code. I think that's actually the best definition of vibe coding, but we don't want to do that. As engineers, the role of engineering hasn't gone away, but the role of writing code has kind of been automated away, right? So you don't necessarily need to write code, but you still need to be an engineer. And we need you, right? Everyone here on this channel, you still need to know the foundational knowledge. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do some foundational knowledge. Unknown Gamer. Wait, what about JavaScript? Oh, Derbyzilla, hey, good question. JavaScript's also really good. JavaScript is the most most widely used language ever because of the internet. It became the language of the internet, right? And then it's also Node.js and Dino and these other server-side languages that use it. It's built in so many places. It's a really powerful language. So JavaScript, very popular. And it's also kind of foundational language that everyone expects you to know as a software engineer. It's kind of like the one mandatory thing that you have to know, JavaScript for sure. If you know JavaScript, it's the same as all the other languages. It's got the same patterns, you guys. It's got the same patterns as every other language. So wait, you heard that Java is the most sought after. Okay, Unknown Gamer, Java is, kind of. I bet it's JavaScript is probably more sought after, and then Kotlin. If you're talking about working with a JVM, you'd rather prefer Kotlin. Look at Kotlin. You want Kotlin. My subtitles are not doing, but Kotlin is a better language. If you're looking for a JVM, you want to do Kotlin. It's a modern statically typed programming language from JetBrains that is versatile, concise, interoperable with Java, right? Because it's a JVM language, making it ideal for Android development, server-side applications, and multi-platform as well. Kotlin is the language that you would much better be preferred to learn. Java is kind of, it's more of a, I would say in what is it called? Educational language? Academic language, right? Java, I call it academic language. I call it Java. Java is hard, unlike C++. Is it? Is it? I mean, I think they're both challenging. Both have abstractions. They both have operator overrides. They have the object-oriented programming, a whole bunch of patterns. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm trying to catch up with all the chat, you guys. There's so many chat messages. How do you recommend starting from Django? I mean, at least start with Python. So once you get into Django, I mean, there's Django tutorials, Django tutorials. I would recommend doing videos, and then look at some of the videos, and then try to build a project. Just build a project with Django, and you're good to go. I think that's the best way to start. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get all the chat messages up to speed here. Blah, 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 blah. Where'd we end up? Oh, I'm scrolling, you guys. What if you're using recursion to secure code? Difficult to understand for the hacker? Well, no, because you create a loophole. You create an actual loophole, potential for vulnerability, for an exploit. Because if the programmer, or sorry, the hacker is able to override a memory address in your program, and it references the register that's passed in as the first parameter of your method call when you're branching, you guys, right here on the screen, if they override that and they put the number to really big, they blow your computer up. They blow you up, and they can DDoS you, and they can cause issues. They can do memory overloads, and they can do all sorts of fun exploit attacks. So recursion is also a problem from a security perspective. It's a reason to avoid. There's better ways to write this. How do we write this better? You guys, how do we write this better? With mutability and a single non-branching. We don't want no branches. Just doing simple loops. Simple loops, you guys. Well, thank you for the likes. Better. You can do better than recursion. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to catch up with all the chats, you guys. There's so many chats today. So where to start with JavaScript? Is Crash Course enough, or should you just get your hands dirty? I always say, just start with a project. Figure out the project that you want, and then say that you're going to use JavaScript, and then go from there. Because it'll give you a goalpost, and then you'll have to leap over to it, and then you'll learn it. And it's the best way to learn by far. There's no better way to learn, you guys. Thank you for all the likes. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes. Oh, cool. You just subscribed. Abhishek, you just subscribed. We'll follow you. Learn something maybe. Yes, you will. Curses. You make videos. Do you make videos to watch if we missed your live? Yeah, I do. So I do I do have talking about AI, an AI workflow that comes in and takes the live streams and it auto edits them. And then it turns them into a full video covering the specific topic. So it cuts out some of the chat responses, but it covers since we're doing some of the things over here, you guys, on Python, it'll cover that. And it'll cut out all the other stuff. But yeah, so the answer is yes. Upload some of those videos. They are edited. By the way, JetBrains provides a free course in Kotlin. Oh, they do. There you go. Quantified Quantum. Excellent advice. Do you make hi? Hey, Coco Server. How's it going? Coco Server, welcome in. Let's see, Manish. Python list comprehension. Oh, that's a good one. Want some Python list comprehension? Yeah, we could. Oh, that's a good way to do it, right? Okay, let's do it. All right, so let's do list comprehension. List comp. We'll do list comp, and so we'll say in, and then we'll go. So I don't have to do anything. Look at that right there. Boom. This is better. So wait, who said that? You are the winner. All right, so Manish, list comprehension. Look, I know it's it's a little more compact. You can kind of see what's going on. And guess what? It's not as much of a problem when it comes to recursion because you won't have any stack overflows. So check this out. Let's use the list LC, and then we'll do, we'll hold on. We'll do print or rec. We'll call the recursion. And then we'll do the same thing below here. And we'll say this is list comprehension. And then we'll do LC. Is that going to work, you guys? Boom. Oh, wait, it did something different. We have to summit. I think we have to do something like this, right? Sum, right? Like that. Okay. That's going to be better. 10, because we didn't. Oh, wait, it's a different. Oh, we saw an algorithm difference, didn't we? We see an algorithm difference. But I like list comprehension better. But you can basically see it does the same thing. You just got to play with the numbers a little bit different. Funnel Pro hackers also good coders. Really didn't know. Well, not looking into the code, bro, just seems to be weird and disgusting. Oh, is it? The only definition of code is to understand the logic and wondering the structure. Yes, absolutely. Even when doing vibe coding, even when vibe coding, you want to understand the structure. Is Fast API is enough to learn for Django? Yeah, I think. Well, I think those are separate things, right? Fast API versus Django. I think they're separate things. Are both popular web servers, web frameworks, but they cater different needs. So Django is a full stack, right? It's going to be full ORM. That means database and user-based systems, authentication, templating engine. Fast API is just a REST API framework. And it's really fast. It's really fast, you guys. High performance. It doesn't come with all these extra things, but Fast API, if you want to build an API as a business, you want to use Fast API. If you're building a platform as a service, use Django. I think that's like the difference. That's the difference, you guys. All right, there's too many chats. I'm trying to catch up with them. Oh my goodness. Okay. How can we, okay. Oh, let me see. I have a goal. Some in terms of in numbers. Yep. Programify. You got it. Programify. Teaching dynamic programming in Python with lambdas. You got it, Minish. Okay, see, this is where I am. I'm trying to catch up with all these chat messages. Okay, thanks. Teaching dynamic. Yep. The creator of HTMX is a blog, wrote Caveman Speak. Wait, the creator of HTMX has a blog? He wrote in Caveman Speak. Really? And he would say complexity is spirit of demon. It is. You want to always go towards simplicity. Always go towards simplicity because faster, easier to understand, less technical debt, easier to maintain, easier to throw away and recreate from the beginning. So there's a whole bunch of things on why it's better. It's better, you guys. Requests, create an AI bot tutorial. So J edits. Here we go. J edits. Guess what? We actually did that in the previous stream. We created an AI that automatically found Waldo. And it works. And it's an AI agent. So there are some previous streams where we created an AI agent using AI. And it worked really well. And it found Waldo. You guys. In fact, let's see here. I have the Waldo agent AI. Here we go. Check this out. I'll just play it for you really quick. This is what we did in the last few streams. You guys. We created an AI agent that can find Waldo. And yeah, it's the principles apply to everything else. Whenever you're building an AI agent, you can use the same pattern to build something that can drive a computer, that can drive a robot around the house, that can have a robot that's up and walking, or it can program your doorbell, or whatever you want. That's how it works, you guys. That's how it works. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, trying to get back to some chat messages here. Sorry, I'm late. Don't worry, Jake the dog from Adventure Time. I'm late on all the chat messages. I'm trying to catch up. I'm out of breath. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Chat messages. What's your opinion on cybersecurity roles? In the industry of software engineering and computer science, the most money that's spent in the industry is on security. So when you're talking about cybersecurity, it's the highest list item on the corporate enterprises when it comes to spend. When it comes to spending money, you guys, cybersecurity is number one. And so it sounds like it's a good place to get your interest on if you're interested in cybersecurity. Okay, Wolves, C equals 0 for I in range 1 in. Oh, let's try it. Let's print C. Okay, I actually like that one. So we're using, I bet you Python will work perfectly fine with that. Python will work perfectly fine with that. Let's try that. Let's try it. So we'll call this one print. This will be Wolves. This is Wolves, you guys. This is Wolves. Here we go. Paste it in. All right. So I think we have to do that, and I think we have to do this. You know what? We don't have to. This is fine. I think we have to have a extra line here. I think we have to have an extra line. I'm just double checking. I don't think we can do that, but I think we can have an extra line. Let's try it. Let's see if it's in. Okay. So I thought. Here we go. Boom, like that. Okay. That'll work though. That'll work. Oh, no, it won't. Just kidding, because there's two things here. That's what's going on. So we do have to do some indentation. Okay. There we go. Now that'll work. Now it's going to work. Just kidding. For range in. Okay. In. Because it's another function. We'll call it def wolves. Here we go. There we go. And then we won't use recursion, but we will use this. And there's in. Okay. So let's put this up here. We'll put wolves up here. And then we will say print, right? Print. There we go. There you go, you guys. And then we'll try to run it, and we'll get back to some of the chat messages here. We'll get back to the chat messages. Interesting. We got a different algorithm coming out there, but it achieves a very similar outcome. A very similar outcome, you guys. Okay, let's see here. How can we combine JavaScript with Python? Is it safe to use? It's a very common pattern. So you use JavaScript on the front end and Python on the back end. I think that's a good combination. Unless you're trying to do something more complex. Are you thinking of doing something more complex? I don't know. The most easy framework for beginners is Flask. Oh, Asher, that's a really good point. Okay, so check this out. Python Flask. This is one of the best frameworks to get started with. Look how simple it is. You can make your own API right here. Look on the screen. Isn't this simple? Look how simple this is. This is like one of the most simple frameworks that you can have with Python. Check it out. Hello world. And you've created a route /, which is the root. And then that's it. And then you just run it. It starts a server. And then you can give data out to the world. You've created a really powerful entry point. Look how simple it is. This is really cool. I like that. Flask is a really great framework. Good recommendation. Ashford. I'm a Vanish. Have fun. Okay, Quantified Quantum. You're probably already gone because I'm way behind on the messages. Way behind. I won't be able to keep up at this point. You guys trying to keep up with all your chat messages. And then we also got to learn Python at the same time. Have you heard of Python Emerald? Possibly replacement. Oh, really? Hold on. Let's check this out. Let's look at this. Really quick. I don't remember the Python. What is this? Emerald Python? Wait, hold on. No. Emerald. No. Python language. Emerald. Hold on. Nope. Emerald Python could. I don't know what that is. It's not showing up for me. It's not showing up. I don't know what that is. We'll have to get more detail later. N+1. Which IDE? Vim. This is Vim. Naughty Nova Music MX. Naughty Nova. This is Vim. We're using Vim here. VI. Manish, I was wrong. I love your energy, Manish. No worries. Cool. Thank you. Jake the dog. All right. Here's where I am on the chat messages right here. All right. We're almost caught up, you guys. I hit the bottom finally. Manish, you got a new subscriber. Oh, cool. Thank you. Wolves, what if you used CNN to make it? What if you used a convolutional neural network to make it? Are we thinking of over-engineering this? Is that what we're doing, Wolves? Are you thinking over-engineering convolutional neural network? We could, but I think Troll Control. Hey, how's it going, Troll Control? Are we going to get some trolls from Troll Control? Not one. I had to attempt to quick hybrid CNN solution for Waldo. Oh, did you? And I need a way better data set. So here, that's one of the problems with a CNN. One of the problems with the CNN is you need to create synthetic data because you need a lot of data. So in order to get a Waldo, a Where's Waldo Finder with a CNN, you need to create a whole bunch of synthetic data to train the model on. A whole bunch of synthetic data. So you can grab the screen and then you can label the screen and you can say Waldo's in this screen. And you just need to create a bucket ton of synthetic data. Don't worry that the synthetic data is actually worthwhile. It's a useful way to learn things. But not on, you'll just create just a whole bunch of samples, a large data set. Jake the dog said cybersecurity is a good bet with the new wave of vibe coding. Absolutely right. You're totally right, Jake the dog. Here's why. There's so much new code coming out with all this vibe coding right now. This very second, the amount of code that's happening is just exploding. Everyone's a software engineer now. You're a software engineer. Everyone's a software engineer. Guess what? All this software is going to need some security, isn't it? We're going to see a whole bunch of loopholes. Jake the dog. Hi, how can I get in your company? Oh, Rajdeep. How can I get a job in your company? We have one. I think we still have. We have another open role. It is an AI. Let me see if I can find it. I'll post it in Discord. I think I posted because we do have another opening here. So PubNub Careers. Let's do that. PubNub Careers. Join us at PubNub Careers. Here we go. All right. So we've got two roles. Well, we've got some roles here. Solutions architect, we've got reliability engineer, and a senior AI role. So here, I will paste this over for you guys. Here you go. Check this out. I'll paste it into our Discord. Here, and then I'll share the Discord link for those who are interested. In Discord. So I'll paste that here into the chat, into the YouTube chat. Join there if you're interested in applying to those roles, you guys. If you're interested in applying to those roles. Do you also teach in Java language? We could do Java. It's not my favorite. It's Daraminadara. So I'm trying to say your name. Damaradara. We can do Java, but it's not the greatest when it comes to teaching algorithms. I would say Python's better because it's easier to read, it's easier to understand, and it's also shorter notation, and there's not so many symbols. There's fewer symbols, you guys. There are fewer symbols. Okay, can we directly learn deep learning without machine learning? Yes, you can. Manish, you can. You can skip forward. You can skip straight forward to deep learning. You don't need to learn machine learning. Well, actually, maybe it's kind of impossible because the whole point of the difference between machine learning and deep learning is deep learning, it just has one extra layer or more, one or more extra layers. So essentially, by doing deep learning, you are also doing machine learning. So technically, you are also doing machine learning at the same time, just with more layers, right? So yes, you can, but at the same time, it's technically impossible, but technically, yes, you don't have to learn the foundations of machine learning. You can go straight to deep learning. What do you code? Every language, last set. Good question. What do you code? Everything. We code everything, you guys. What's today's topic? I know. Oh, Tushar Pinto. We are doing Python. We're doing Python today. We're doing some Python. We're doing some basic introduction to Python. Just some basic introduction to Python. Here we go. As you can see, some basic introduction to Python. We're getting started. We started off with recursion because I said I don't like recursion. I mean, it's fun. It's satisfying. It's neat. Don't get me wrong. It's inspiring. Recursion seems really powerful. It's just that there's better ways to do it. Like, see, Wolf's has a recommendation here using mutability, using mutability. There's another way using list comprehension where you don't have to use mutability. You could just directly do a sum on a list, right? So here's the immutable approach, right? This is immutable versus mutable, right? There you go. Immutable versus mutable. And this is the mutable approach. Mutable approach, right? This is the immutable approach. I like it. Approach, which means that you create data without mutation in memory. This is what it means, you guys. This is what it means. Python versus Rust? Oh, Rust all day. In terms of the ability to use it as a business, Rust is the best language by far, you guys. Rust is number one. But Python's easier. Wolf's datasets, dude. What the? Hold on. We're right here. I'm right here. I'm trying to catch up with some of the chats. Dude, what? That's hurt. Wait. Datasets, dude. That's hurt the most while developing models. I faced a lot of trouble while fine-tuning BERT, right? BERT, which is, transformer, bidirectional, or encoding. What does BERT stand for again? I forget what BERT stands for. BERT, AI model. There we go. Bidirectional encoder representation for transformers. All right, that's what that is. BERT is a powerful language model developed by Google that excels at understanding context and relationships between words within a text. Most large language models are all based on this idea. They're all based on this idea, you guys. They're all based on this idea. Okay, here we go. 1 second, trying to catch up on some of it. Hey, Manish said hi. How's it going? Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Let me catch up, you guys. Jaw. Why are you streaming on Shorts? I would like to see full screen. Oh, it's not a choice. So I don't get to choose where YouTube throws the stream. So I don't have a choice where YouTube throws the stream. It just throws it on Shorts. Apparently, that's how it goes. Python versus Rust. We mentioned. I actually had gotten to that chat previously, but yeah, we want to do Rust. We want to do Rust if we can. Blink Mind. Teach us Rust and Java from scratch. Okay, actually, I'll do that. So that'll have to be a different stream. We'll do it. We'll do it. So I'll put that into our Slack here, or our I called Discord Slack there for a second. I called Discord Slack, you guys. Thank you for joining on our Discord. Future stream ideas. Here we go. Teach us Rust and Java from scratch. We'll do it. And also, I like Rust better. And if you look for here, check this out. This is actually really cool. Check this out. Rust from learn by Rust by example. Rust by example. Check this out. If you search Rust by example, and then you want to see some videos, look who you see there. Who's this person? I wonder who that person is. I created a whole series for Rust programming. I'm right here at the tip of it. This isn't cool. Rust by example. So if you want to learn some Rust by example, you could just search that and watch some videos. And it's the best way to learn Rust, right? Rust by example. Number one by far. So I walk through all of the Rust examples, and there's a ton here. There's a ton. Look at all these examples, you guys. There's so many. So many examples. Okay. Almost here. Python is C++. Python can use C++. Riley King. Python can use C++ libraries like you can compile and then import or sort of import bindings. So that's what libtorch is with PyTorch. So if you're familiar, PyTorch. Oh wait, PyTorch. Here we go. PyTorch libtorch. Right. So this is Python. It's actually Python, right? High level, but it really uses C++. It's C++ underneath, you guys. Lasset, do you know of any good resources to learn the Lambda notation in Java? Actually, that's a really good question. I think you just try it, right? Teach me Lambda notation Java. Here you go, you guys. Let's go AI mode. We're getting sidetracked here for a second. But it looks like this. Okay, so this is actually really clean. Look at this. Look at this syntax. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this syntax beautiful? Is this Java? Are we still talking about Java here? So you've got your parameters, and then you do this dash arrow thing, and then you've got your body, which is going to be the text of the body. So your variables, and then your code. Your variables and your code. Looks good to me, doesn't it? Here you go. So runnable old style. So this is the old way. And then the lambda is runnable lambda style. Check this out. And then you do this dash arrow. So no parameters, dash arrow, system print hello world. So you can see old versus new. Isn't that cool? It's great. I love it. This is wonderful. You don't even need the parentheses. Wow. Who said this? Hold on. Who said this? Blank Mind? Wait, not Blank Mind. No. I think that, so was it Lasset? Do you know any good resources? Lasset, you taught us something new today. Thank you. Thank you, Lasset. That's really cool. This is a really beautiful syntax. Look at that. Who would have thought? You guys, who would have thought Java would be like this? Who would ever thought, you guys? It's crazy. Good night, 1 a.m. here in India. Okay, Manish, good to see you. Thank you. And King, I respectfully disagree. Riley King. So Abituity says, Riley King, where Python is C++. Yeah, no, Python isn't C++. Or is it actually? Hold on. What is the Python programming language written in? That's actually, so how is Python coding, language written in C++? Is it written in C++? The most widely used implementation of the Python language, which is called Cython, right? CPython, CPython is written primarily in C. Python is primarily written in C, so not C++. You have a few extra characters there. So guess what, Abituity? You're right. All right, Wolves, they use a BERT in their search. They do use BERT in their search. Google does, yep. So we're actually using BERT right now. You guys. Isn't that crazy? All right. AI Jewel, you skipped my question. Sad? Oh, no. Did I? I'm sorry. Retype it because I do one. Oh, here we go. Do one need to study front-end code Python if he loved back-end code only? Oh, you do not. If you want to stay a back-end engineer, you can totally do that. There are a lot of engineers who specialize. And actually, check this out. This is really cool. Check this out. AI, Alu, check this out. You can specialize and get paid more for your specialization. Generalists typically don't get paid as much. They know all these languages, but if you specialize in a specific discipline and language, you could get paid more. I think that's typically what we see. When you specialize, there's fewer in your field and there's a need for your role, you can get paid more, right? So you could totally do that. So if you want, you never have to touch the front end. You can stay a back-end engineer for your whole life if you want. Sorry for skipping your question earlier. Sorry about that. Can you suggest a cheat sheet for Python syntax? There actually is a cheat sheet for China. You just Google it. All right, here we go. Cheat sheet Python syntax, right? You just and copy and paste and go boom. Cheat sheet, beginner's cheat sheet. Here we go. There's got to be like, well, actually, you know what? Let's do one better. Click images. Here we go. Python cheat sheets. Look at all the Python cheat sheets, you guys. Look at all these cheat sheets. There's so many of them. I can't believe how many cheat sheets there are. Oh wait, this one costs money? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? There's got to be some free ones out there. Here, like this one looks pretty good. Let's look at this one. Let's zoom in, you guys. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Okay. All right, data types. Data types, Boolean, true, false, integer. You get these literals, floating point. You got strings, you got lists, you got dictionaries. It's missing tuples. It's missing tuples. It doesn't have all of them, does it? You've got your operators, your exponents, your modulus, your floor division. Wait, I've been in computer science for a long time. What's floor division? What's floor division? What is that? I'm not familiar with floor division. We need to figure that out. All right, that's got to go on our to-do list. What is floor division? Let's open up our Python REPL. Python. All right, 1 divided by 1 is going to be 1.0. Let's do floor division. Same thing. All right, let's do 10. All right, let's do 100. Okay, let's do add a dot on there. So we get, okay, let's see, just try 101. What is floor division? What's the difference? Oh, wait. Oh, it rounds. It's a rounding thing. It's a rounding thing, you guys. Check this out. Floor division. Did you know that Python had this operator called floor division? Did you know? I didn't. Someone who Manish, thank you for the cheat sheets. We're learning new things today, aren't we? We're all learning something new. Well, okay. Yes, a little to take users' inputs and backend to process it. Mostly React is the good one. React. Okay. And Node.js most in demand. Yes, Node.js, JavaScript on the server when it comes to backend operations. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the likes. This is really cool. C-types, shambles, C-types. What do you mean C-types? There's a cheat sheet repo. Oh, there is. Not only there's a cheat sheet repository in GitHub. That's really cool. Round off floor division 3.4, then 3. You got it. Thank you for the likes. Oh, we finally got through all the chat messages. Now we can maybe actually get some more Python tutorial stuff happening, but feel free to chat as much as you want. That's the whole reason we're here today, is for you guys. We're here for you right now. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes, and chat as many questions as you got. As many questions as you got. We're going to make it happen. We're making it happen, you guys. We're making it happen. All right, let's get to it. All right, so let's close the REPL. We'll go Python main. So we got several approaches here, right? We've got a whole bunch of likes just showed up there. Oof, all these party poppers. You can see them on the screen. Okay, where's the cheat sheet? Okay, let's paste it. We'll paste the cheat sheet into our Discord channel, you guys. We're going to paste the cheat sheet into our Discord channel. Here we go. This is actually a really good cheat sheet because we just learned something new from this cheat sheet, you guys. We just learned something new called floor division. Did you guys know that there's a floor division? Here you go. Here we go. Go in there. Say, Morgan Freeman, what are you doing in chat? What are you doing in the Discord, Morgan Freeman? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, here. So I pasted there into our Discord. I'll copy this over for you guys. Here we go. I'm going to paste a link into the Discord. There you go. So there's the cheat sheet. If you want the cheat sheet, it is right here. It's a link. You just click right there and you get the link right there in the Discord. There we go. Naughty Nova Music MX or Mix. Where's the cheat sheet? There you go. There you go. We can explain the while loop in Python. Yeah, we can do the while loop. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the likes. You can show them up here on the screen. A whole bunch of hundreds and heart icons showing up there on the screen. All over the place. That's really cool. All right, here we go. All right, so someone was asking for the while loop. Let's do the while loop version of it, right? We want to do the while loop? Okay. It's very similar to the range, but we could do it. It requires an if statement with some flow control, right? Some flow control. All right, let's do the while loop version. All right, let's do it. We'll do while loop version. While with the loop. There we go. So we do def the while L. Yeah. And so that's actually it. So it's also mutable. And then while n is greater. No. So we need to subtract n and return c. Okay. So but c is going to be incremented. There we go. This is actually a really good one. This is a really good one, you guys. This is a great one. So let's do that. We'll go down here. We'll copy and paste this. Paste that. Boom, right there. We'll call this the while option. The while. Here we go. We'll copy and paste that over here, and we'll jump over here, and then we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works, you guys. I'm sure it's gonna work. I'm sure it's gonna work fine. But it's different. It's different, right? So we go up here at the top, you can see this is the while version. So we got a while loop here. And then we've got a variable C, which is mutable. Manish, do you have the switch case in the Python? Yes, we do. There are cases. There are switch cases. Let's check out the cheat sheet, you guys. Let's look at the cheat sheet. Okay. It's got to be in here. It has to be. It has to be. Let's see if we can see it. Let's see. Wait, there's no... It's not in this. Oh, wait, no, maybe it's down here. It's maybe down here. Okay, here's some built-in functions. String list map. Map is one of my... If you're talking about... If you ever have a favorite function, map is number one. Map is number one. I love map. It is my favorite function, and map exists in every language basically. Do you know what the map is? Do you know what map is in computer science? When you map, do you know what that is, you guys? Do you know what map is? Oh, it's the best. It's so satisfying. It is the most satisfying by far. We could even use the map version. Let's do that. All right, that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to do iterations. We're doing iterations today. We had all this ambition, but we're going to do the map version. We're going to do the map version. Def map v, and here we go. Look at that. Look at the map version. Isn't that so clean? Oh, it's so clean. I love maps so much good. It's so good. All right, we also need to print out the map version here. Let's do that as well. All right, the map version. Yep, you got it. Boom. Get rid of that. Go. Let's run this. Let's run that. Check it out. Actually, we should do another print. We should do we should do like this. Let's do this. So that way we can see it a little bit better. We can read it better on the screen. Let's do it like that. There we go. Okay, we got some questions here, you guys. Can you please implement map? There we go. Yep, we did. Manish, we did. Map is so good. It's so good. It is look, if you compare everything, all the different options on the list, which one do you think is the cleanest? The cleanest of all of them. We're going to look at them here in a sec. Can you explain why the switch case is ever beneficial over the if statements? Because if else versus switch, they're the same. They're exactly the same. Are there any differences? Let's try. I don't know. Well, here's the deal. It's more concise, right? Switch statements are more concise. Map. Oh, this is the number one best function ever. Map. If you guys don't know map, definitely learn map. It's the best one. It's the best one. Here, check this out. Here's why. Look, because of all these different functions, we've got the map version. Isn't that clean? Isn't that so clean, you guys? Oh, it's so clean. It is so clean. All this is doing is it's just an example. It's just an example. I think we don't even need map here. To be honest, it's not really a good use case for map. You don't really need map here, but it's still a clean option. I think it's pretty clean, you guys. If else ladder gets a bit indented. Oh, indentation. So when it comes to code quality, code readability, and code maintainability, you want to use the least amount of indentation and the least amount of keystrokes as possible. Switch statements are great if you're going to have a pretty long list of things to check. An else if is just extra. It's just more, right? It's just a lot more. It's just extra. When you're switch casing, it's just easier. Plus, a switch case can also have a default, and you can break. You can have breaks, but you don't have to break at certain points. And so you can have a whole bunch of cases that run the same code. So how do we do a switch? We do a switch statement. Switch example in Python. How do we do that? Let's do it. Switch statement example in Python. Switch. Can we do it? There is a way to do switch. How do we do switch in Python? I don't use it very often. Switch. Switch. I can spell things. Switch in Python. How do we do it? Okay. Check it out. Okay, it's match. It's called match. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting because in Rust, it's the same thing as match, and you've got these cases. So you've got these match cases, but it's really cool because you can do things. So match, and then you give your and you only have to type the variable once, right? What is it called? The variable. You only have to type the variable once. But if you do an if else version, you always have to type the status code, for example. It's a lot of repetitive code. And so in order to reduce code, the switch statement, or in this case, the match statement, is far more clean. It's far more clean. There's less code involved, you guys. Less code. So this is better. It's better if you have a lot of cases like this. It reduces your code. It makes it easier to read, and it's a lot better. Because otherwise, you'd have to write, you have to do something different. So let's copy paste that really quick. We'll have to copy paste that. Python doesn't have a switch statement. It does. You're right, Joseph. It has a match statement. It's got a match statement. So check this out. Set paste it. Here we go. Set no paste. Okay. So for example, here's the match version. I'm just gonna get rid of that, unindent it here. This is the match statement. Guess what? The else if statement is different. So check this out. Else if, here we go. You have to say this. Like look how much you have to type here. There's a lot of extra typing, and see how it's repeating. See how you constantly have to repeat the status code every time. You have to repeat the status code. It's just it's just repetition. And then versus, you already know what you're comparing. You already know what you're comparing, right? So it's just cleaner. I like the match statement. It's really powerful. Okay, let me get some of the chat messages because you know what, you guys, I missed some of your chat. Else if ladder gets a bit indented, you're right. What does map do? We got the map. Map is an iterator. So map goes over a list of items and it performs a repeated activity. So it basically, you can map. So check this out. We'll open the Python repo real quick. Python. You can say map and then you have your function here, which I think you can say lambda in, and then you say n plus 1, and then you say comment, and you say list 1, 2, 3, and then this should return us a list that's incremented by 1 for each of these elements. It didn't. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Why didn't that? What did it mean map object? Hold on. Wait. I know Python. I'm pretending like I know Python. Okay, so why didn't that? Why? Oh, wait. Print maybe? What is it? What's that? This is printing the map. Wait. What? Hold on. We'll figure this out in a sec here. Why is this not working? Why is this not doing what I want it to do? All right. Why is that not doing what I want it to do? I don't understand. What does map do? Okay, we'll show you here in a sec. It's basically like, it's a clean way to do a loop. And it works off of lists. So it's just a nice, clean way to do a loop on lists. It's just really, really nice from that perspective. Here's what we're going to do. A equals that. So we can say A is a map object. What do you mean it's a map object? What do you mean? What is this? Why is it doing that? I don't understand. There's something weird there. Why is this not printing out what I want? All right, let me get some of the chat messages. Switch also calculates which case to jump. Oh, it's pretty interesting. Jack or Jace Bryant. Excellent. Okay. Where have you worked in your career? A lot of different places, a lot of different companies. Right now at PubNub. Naughty Nova Music. Right now at PubNub. We're right now at PubNub. Here we go. PubNub.com. Here we go. This is where we're at right now. We're at PubNub. That's where we are. Where have you worked in your career? There, Python doesn't even have a switch statement. You're right. I usually see switch statements. Ryan Spivey used most when enumerating is being used. Yep, that's enumeration. Yep, enums, you guys. It's called enums. Those match statements. There is no switch, dude. You're teaching people. I know, Joseph. There is a switch, but it's like it's similar to switch. This is very similar to switch. Check this out. Right? So you've got this match statement. It's very similar to switch. Very similar. It does basically the same thing. You guys. It's very similar because you could also have these other cases, right? So basically of this, you can say case 555, and then you can say case 544, 43, things like this. And then you can, right, like, and then you can have it. This is also valid syntax. This is valid syntax here. There you go. Valid syntax, and it will match all these cases and only return like unknown status. Like you can do this too. You can do something like this too. And the same thing goes for switch statements. Switch and match statements in this case are exactly the same. Joseph. Yeah, you're trying. I know, Joseph. There's a match case. There is match, but it is very similar. Oh, Ryan, Scala uses match too. Match is pretty cool. I like it. I'm actually kind of curious why they call it match versus switch. Maybe match is maybe more accurate of a word. It's like more of a concise word than switch, right? Match is a little bit better. I think match is a little bit better. It has in 3.9, pretty sure it is. Yep. Can we use conditional expressions instead of the if else? in like in a match statement. See, I think the I'm not sure. So I think once you get into the else if and you do conditional statements, this is when you want to really be using the else if a tree like this. If you want to do things like, is greater than, right? Like things like that are greater than this. And you want to have extra ranges of things. This is better. Or you could use the switch statement to cover specific cases, like in enumeration. Someone was saying enumeration earlier, you guys. Enumeration. Imagine if instead you used return status code in a status message. This code simply is brutal. It would be. That could be overwhelming. It could definitely be overwhelming. Ryan, here we go, Ryan. Why would you just return status code Joseph? That would leave all the fail cases in the middleware or in the front cases. For example, backend fail may need to pause provisioning flow. There's a bunch of cases where you want to exit or you want to return different things, right? So this return 500, you might instead want to say return anything that's here. Anything that you don't match, you could just say return 500, for example. This is just an example. You guys. So return default case, which is underscore, and then all the other cases here. So this is a really good example. I think. I like that pattern. That's a pretty good pattern. Cast to a list, and then it should... is that what it is? Thank you. Okay, let's do it. List. List. A. Oh, no. Wait. Really? Oh, wait. I thought that would work. I thought that was going to work. Maybe we do it like this. No, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. It cast it to a list. It's still here. 1 second. We're gonna figure this out. I know I said map is my favorite. I'm like, check it out, guys. Map is the best thing ever. But you know what? I think it becomes an enumerable. So what we could do is we can say for I and then we can say print I. Maybe. Yes, there it goes. Check it out, you guys. Check it out. See, I can figure things out. I can figure it out. Map is still the best, I say. It's still the best in the world. It's still number one. Ali, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. Alberto, no, the result, not the result. Okay. Great work, man. Respect plus. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. If you confess with your mouth, wait, I'm not going to say certain things here. We're not going to, Tumo, you're trying to get me to say things that are outside of the context. We're going to say outside of the context of this class today. Let's see here. Okay. We did it. We got through all the chat messages. That was a lot of chat messages, you guys. Hello, Ali. How's it going? Welcome in. We're doing some Python today. We have a little bit more. We have a little bit of time left. We have a little bit more time left to hang out. But we kind of got sidetracked on a few things. We talked about if-else trees and then switch statements or match statements, right? In Python. So you got the match statement, you got if-else statement. And then we've got iterations. We get iterations, you guys. We got iterations here. Like this. There you go. But it returned. Yep, see. So here, let's do this. So B equals, we'll actually start over. A equals a list 1, 2, 3. I want to do this justice because I put so much emphasis. Hey, how's it going? Hivish Malu, welcome in. We're doing some Python today. Genie profile. It's too basic for me. It is. I think the map statement is actually pretty beyond. I think map statement counts as, what do you call it? It's not beginner, intermediate. I think at least map statement is intermediate. So maybe not too basic. For some reason, I decided to make a Hyperland plugin. Did you make Jake the dog? Tumo, praise machine AI will deliver us from ourselves. It may be. AI is going to make our lives better, you guys. AI is going to make ourselves better. B equals, and then we'll do a map. We'll do map, and we'll do lambda, and we'll say n plus 1, right? Lambda, wait, hold on a second. What was this? There we go, lambda n, and we say n plus 1, and then we say comma a. There we go. So there's B, and then we can, now we've got A, and then we've got B, but B is an iterable. So I think maybe we can say enumerate, B. Can we do that? Wait, no, that doesn't. So list B. Someone was saying list before. Maybe we can do list B. Does list B work? It does. Whoa, who said that before? Who said that before? Hold on, we have to scroll back up for a second because you deserve credit. You deserve credit. Cast it to a list. Who said cast it to a list? I forgot because I'm getting so distracted. I got so distracted. Wait, do you guys remember who said cast to a list? Who said that? Who said that? Looking. Great. Come on. Where is it? Who said, I can't find the original chat message. There's too many chat messages. Okay. If you remember, or if you're still here, whoever said cast to a list, you gotta give a good job. Good job, you guys. Good job. I don't have a separate set or SSD to install Linux, so I can't decide if I should go for Linux or Windows. You can also do dual boot. You can do dual boot. You can use the same SSD and then partition it. You can use the same SSD and partition it if you want, or you could use virtual machine, or you could use Windows Linux layer, or what is that called? WSL, Windows Linux layer, or something like that. You could do something like that. Ubuntu, you got it. Jake the dog, Ubuntu, definitely. All right, a beauty. I did. You did. A beauty. If I'm saying your name correctly, just let me know, or if I'm close enough. Keshav, hey, how's it going? Ali, I know, but it's just 1 terabyte. Oh, okay, yeah, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. Dual boot versus Oracle. Yep, you got it. You can dual boot and partition, or you can use virtual machine with Oracle. Your choice. Unknown Gamer, I want to do IoT after engineering. So, Internet of Things. You want to do some Internet of Things, IoT. Doesn't worth the headache. Oh, yeah. Understandable. It is extra effort, you guys. It is extra. Windows Subsystem for Linux. You got it. Thank you. WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. You should do that. Windows Subsystem for Linux. I think that's a good choice. If you already got Windows and you want some Linux, use WSL. Close, but not really. Okay. All right. So here we go. So this is map. So basically, you've got your list A. So you've got your list A, which is 1, 2, 3, and then you've got your and then you can enumerate or basically map. You map over the list A, right? Because you've got A right here. You've got A right here, right? You've got A, and then you can do something to it. So we can say add 10, right? Or we can say multiply by 10. There we go. Let's do multiply by 10. And then you can get the results like this. So you can see A and 10, right? We multiplied by 10. So it's like just a clean way to iterate over a list and return the list. So it's great because it creates a copy of the data. So it's great for immutability. I like it. It's a really good pattern. It's just a good pattern overall. It's a good pattern. So I think we had a pretty good introduction to iteration today. That's what we did. That's what we did today. We did iterations. We had all these plans. We wanted to do operator overloads. We had dunder methods, operators versus strings, object-oriented programming. But guess what we did today? We did iterations. We didn't do any of these other things. This is all we did today. We did iterations, you guys. Isn't that crazy? We had some iterations today. You've been using Linux as a main for 5 years now. Excellent. Now you just want to use Windows. Wait. Let me read that. You've been using Linux for 5 years, and you love it. Now I'm just not used to Windows. Yeah, I know. It takes a while to get used to Windows again after that. Arc is the best. Hi. How's it going? Arc Linux, you guys. Arc Linux is the best. All right. So we had a whole bunch of different iterations here. We did the map iteration. We did the while loop iteration. We did the sum with a range, which I actually like this approach. This is really great. This is clean as well. So like this would go in my top. This is my top favorites, right? Top favorites. Obviously, this is just, these two are basically the same. They're basically the same, and I shoehorned map in there just to give you like a weird little example of map. But using map, you can basically, it's just turning that range into an int. But this is even necessary. You don't even need this, I think. So this is list comprehension, right? This is list comprehension. But I think, check this out. I think we can make the simplest iteration. Simplest iteration. Let me spell that correctly. So we def simple in. There we go. And that's not it. We're going to do it different. We're going to do it like this. Check this out. Here we go. I think all we have to do is this, you guys. I think this is it. I think it's all we have to do right here. Isn't that cool? I'm pretty sure. That's the simplest. Here we go. You want to do IoT system embedded engineering. Which language should I select in engineering? Okay, so there's a couple options you got. Unknown gamer, you got a couple options. Obviously C. C is going to be your best, and you're going to have an RTOS of some sort. You're going to have some RTOS. Probably free RTOS, right? Free RTOS, right? So you want to do free RTOS. Or this is for IoT and embedded systems. There's also ESP32. You can also do this one, right? This is also great. But these are for C, right? C, and you can also target, but it goes a step better. So your answers are C or Rust. I think between the two. I think between the two, you're going to see C or Rust. I think that's your answer. Okay. So we had a pretty good stream today. I think we did pretty good. Don't you guys? I think you did pretty good today. We did some iterations. Let's run this last function here. Here we go. Let's do simple. We're going to do simple. Here we go. Simple. There we go. Simple. All right, let's run that. Python main. Rust. There you go, Jake the dog. Rust is the answer. Simple. All right. So the recursion gave us 15 because it's additive. So it's incrementing itself. So you see there's just a little bit extra that's going on here. There's something different. You can tell there's something different, but you don't necessarily need it. You don't necessarily need it like this. It's giving you a little bit of a different algorithm. It's going to be C, as I know the basics of C++ already. Okay, cool. It's cool. Unknown gamer. C is a great language. I think it's easier, but Rust is easier. You might select Rust. Give it a try. I think you should give it a try because you can target any platform you want and you can run it locally on your own system and you can run it on your embedded system as well. So I think but you can do the same thing with C. So it's not like I'm giving you any advantage there. But yeah, Rust I would say is probably a little bit better because it's going to give you better memory management, better concurrency management, safety guard, rails, things like that. If you can do it in Rust, you should do it in Rust. All right, you guys, I think we had a pretty good stream today. We did a lot of iterations and a lot of different kinds of iterations. We did some recursion. We did some list comprehension. We did Wolf's while loop. Right? I think Wolf's, where was it? Here it is. Here's your Wolf's approach where you did a range. Oh, you did 4in. It's a 4in. So we did iterations with 4in, right? With a range. So you did it like this. So we see Wolf's here. We see Wolf's output right here. There you go. There's some Wolf's output on the screen. And then we did, what else? We did the while loop. Yeah. So that's basically the majority of the recursion, you guys. We covered recursion in Python today. I think we have the title for our video, don't we? I'll just do it in Java. You'll just do Java. Oh no, Chaitan, no, don't do it in Java. Don't do Java. No, not for embedded. Definitely not for embedded. For embedded IoT devices that have microcontrollers that have minimal resources, Java is a bit too heavyweight. It's a bit too heavyweight. Rust, if you love colons, yeah, you got it. Rust has a lot of colons. But Rust also has a lot of syntax. They've got a whole bunch of symbols in there. A whole bunch of symbols. Unknown gamer, but I'm not sure if my curriculum has Rust. Oh, okay. Understood. So if you're just going to do it for school and in your curriculum, C is the way to go. It's definitely, for embedded, you're definitely going to be covering C. So that'll be really good. Do I learn it myself all on my own? I mean, it's a good way to get things. Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was talking about embedded tech, Chayton. Yeah, no worries. Java is great. It has a lot of purposes. It's filled its role over the years, and it's helped us evolve programming languages and create new ones. So Java has its place. It's an academic language at this point, I call it, because it helps you learn a lot of common patterns in programming. But I would say Python is probably a little bit better for learning those algorithms today. And then if you want to deploy code in production, you're going to be using Kotlin or C# or C or Rust, right? Or JavaScript. Like, these are languages that you want to learn. Those are the languages you want to learn. Hello, dude, Milan. Remember me? I do. Long time no see. I guess we're the one who's missing. Wait, Yep. So what are we doing today? We're just wrapping up. We're wrapping up the stream. We did it. We did iterations. We did loops, ranges, loops. We also did match statements, which are switch cases. We did if else. We talked recursion, which the reason why I don't like recursion is because you can basically, you don't need it. There's all these other great ways to do looping on iterations. And so like if you like the simplest, right? You can do built-ins. There you go. Or if you want to use map, or if you want to use sum with a range, or a while loop, right? You can do a while loop or for I in, right? You do the for loop. You can do the for loop. There you go. Chayton, what about JavaScript Spring Framework? Oh wait, Java Spring Framework. Just asking. It's really old. If you're talking about Java Spring was, I think, like out before I was born. Like it's been out longer than you were alive. I know it's mostly enterprise legacy at this point. Hey, how's it going? Saif, how's it going, Saif? Welcome in. Milan John, what are you doing? Python, you missed it. I love Python. Oh no, you missed it. Oh, that's sorry. Dario. Yo, Dario, how's it going? Hey, what are you doing, Dario? Dario's a YouTuber, you guys. Dario is a YouTuber who does a lot of Rust. Dario is a YouTuber who does a lot of Rust and embedded and AI. Steven does not like the Stack Overflows. You got it. You got it. That's why recursions. That's why recursions. Because of Stack Overflow, you guys. Stack Overflow. Those recursions. Dario, you got it. Yeah, Dario, go check out Dario. Subscribe to Dario. Dario is a YouTuber. So go to Dario's channel right now and click subscribe. Dario does really great Rust tutorials. Dario's great at Rust. Dario's also AI and has got a business. It's actually a really cool business for self-driving cars. Dario's got it all going. Dario's got it all. I know. Dario is expert. Check out Dario, you guys. Spring MVC, Spring Boot, JPA. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Hibernate, all of them are expired, so not in market. For the most part, Chayton, you're talking about enterprise legacy. MVC, though, Model View Controller, MVC is still a common design pattern used for building applications. It's still a really good abstraction. Extract the view layer from the model layer, the data backend, and the view. Because if you extract those two, that means your data layer can be generic and host the majority of your business logic. And then your view layer can change and you can have multiple views. But it all is working off of the same data layer in the backend. So Model View Controller, you guys. Model View Controller is the one. Man, what's going on, Saif? What's going on, man? Things are going good. We're just wrapping up here. We went through Python today. We went through a whole bunch of iterations. We wanted to cover iterations. So we did lists and loops and recursions and the map function and the range and then the for method, the for loops and the while loops, you guys. We did it. Dario, hello. Unknown Gamer, I like Hardware Mind giving me some advice for learning. Planning on getting a job in IoT systems. Dario, you got a question there in chat. Are you going to answer it, Dario? This Unknown Gamer is currently focused on embedded software development. In the embedded field, what are you guys going to say, bro? What are you eating? Your energy is always something else. Here, I'll show you. I'll check it out. I've got pictures for you. You may have seen this in previous streams. But yeah, if you guys eat this, and you don't need coffee, you don't need coffee. You just need, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see it. But basically, it's just vegetables, right? You got to eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Zoom in. Is it going to work? Are you zooming in? Yep. That's as far as it's going to go. There you go. But yeah, eat the vegetables, you guys. Eat the vegetables. Dario, if you're still around, Unknown Gamer has a question for you. But if not, then we will have to, we'll wait around here for just a few more minutes, but then we'll have to wrap up the stream, you guys. We're wrapping up for the day. Thank you so much for joining. We're ending another stream. We did really good today. We learned a lot of things. We even learned that there's another operator here. Check this out. Did you know in the Python, did you know about this operator in Python? Did you know about this operator in Python called, what was it called? We learned it from I just forgot what it was. Here it is. Check this out, you guys. Check this out. It's really cool. Floor division. Whoever knew about floor division? I mean, obviously, it's like the opposite of modulus. So I get it now. I get it. I get why there's floor division. It's the opposite of modulus. You need an opposite for modulus. You got energy, bro. You got it. It's real. But also a lot of Jake the Jog. If the thing I eat eats the vegetables, does it count? No, it doesn't, because Jake the dog, if you're eating the animals, you're eating known, recorded. I know I'm probably like, I'm outing myself right now. I'm outing myself. I'm just a smidge. I'm giving away information about my opinions. Hello, Steven. How are you, Shyam? Good to see you. Here we go. LOL. It doesn't not, bro. Yeah. So it does not. Yeah, you're right. Unknown gamer, you're totally right. So, do not eat the animal. Animal's nice. Animal is a friendly, fluffy, happy thing. Don't eat the animal. The animal is just trying to live its life, yo. It's just trying to live its life, and you're trying to cook it. You're trying to cook the animal, and it actually is a known carcinogen. It is a recorded known carcinogen that animal products will cause you issues. And it's actually a source of reasons why there's a lot of health problems around the world. Are all these animal? I know they're tasty. Don't get me wrong. They're bacon. I mean, it's tasty, right? But you guys, chat, eat vegetables. Eat the vegetables. You're gonna your life will be better. I promise. Your life will be way better. Share your learning strategy. Best learning strategy: create a project. Define yourself a project, and then go off and build that project in whatever thing you're trying to learn it with. So if it's Ruby or Python or Rust or Erlang or Haskell, Java maybe, Kotlin, right? Or C Sharp, Objective-C, right? Python, C, C++, assembly maybe, you guys. You can do some assembly? But we should save plants and eat the animals. Oh, wait, hold on. Are we talking about speed running now? Save the animals, save the frames. Are we talking about speed running? Is that what we're doing? But I know. I really get what you're saying, Unknown Gamer. I know. Yo, save the plants. Save the plants. Actually, the plants, if we didn't have plants, we wouldn't be here. Save the ozone, eat the animals. I forgot about the ozone. You guys. All right, it seems like we don't. I was waiting around to see if Dario was able to answer Unknown Gamer's question. Unknown Gamer had a question here about advice for learning. But Dario, maybe Dario will come back later, you guys. Dario is a YouTuber. Go subscribe and maybe send a message there, and then see how that works. What about for interview preparation? I guess it depends. So the interview, you want to see what the programming language is involved, and then it's still a good idea to create a project, and then you sub him and ask. Okay, cool. Good. Excellent. Oh, definitely. Here, I'll screenshot it. I'll screenshot that, and I'll send it over to him, too. I'll screenshot it so he doesn't forget. Here, there we go. See, you can see I actually took the screenshots. You can see him right here in the bottom right corner of the screen, you guys. I'm serious. After stream's over, actually, here's what we'll do. We do have to get going, but I'm going to... I'll send Dario a message just in case, so that way Dario knows, because it's a really good question. Jake the dog. Aren't you wrong? Shaolin monks. Shaolin monks. Wait, the Shaolin monks only eat vegetables and break bricks with their hands. See, you guys. The Shaolin monks. We've got some proof. We got some data. Steven, I need your help, buddy. Okay, Shyam, what do you got? I'm going to go to LinkedIn, and I'm going to message Dario. I'm like, yo, you got to go talk to Unknown Gamer. Dario. Here we go. Dario. Hi. All right. Let's talk to Dario really quick. I'm subbing to you as well, bro. Cool. Thank you, Unknown Gamer. That's awesome. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing some more Python introductory things for tomorrow. But we also do assembly. We also do JavaScript and Rust. We'll do AI. We've got so many fun things to talk about, you guys. We're going to do all these things from scratch. You're going to get to learn them on stream. If you have any questions, we'll walk into those, dive into those. It's kind of like live training sessions. We'll get to do it together. Not only get to learn together. Here we go. Oop, hold on. You had a question from one of the viewers. I'll paste it into chat. I'm talking to Dario right now. I'm talking to chat. Let's go to desktop. Here we go. This one and this one. Here we go. I'll send him that. That's going to get his attention. All I'm doing, ask him. Unknown gamer. There we go. Dario got the message, you guys. What time will you start tomorrow? I don't know. I actually don't know. What's a good time to start? I've used the IDE mostly, but. Hold on. Okay, Shyam, let's figure this out. I've used IDE mostly, but yesterday I was learning Tmux. Oh, you were? Tmux is fantastic, you guys. Tmux. If you haven't used Tmux, give it a try. Trying to use NeoBIM, but I'm thinking it's hard. It is. So here's the problem. I'm not sure. So this is why I like, so you've got Tmux versus screen. Tmux versus screen. So Tmux versus screen, right? You've got two different feature-rich terminal multiplexers, right? You got terminal. Whoa, Dario, whoa, what happened, yo? Steven, you're crushing it, brother. You didn't have to pay me a $50 donation. You didn't have to pay me. That's amazing. That's got to be the biggest donation ever. Dario, oh, wow, thank you. Jeez. That's you win, Dario. You win, Dario. Hey, guess what? Unknown Gamer, look who's back. Look who just came back, Unknown Gamer. Who's got a question? You've got a chance. You got a chance now, Unknown Gamer, to ask Dario. Re-ask Dario your question. You just go copy paste it and send it over to Dario. Dario is here, you guys. Dario is here. Dario is a YouTuber. Go subscribe to Dario. Check Dario out. Dario's got a channel. If you're just new in here and you haven't subscribed to Dario yet, go check him out. He does Rust. He does embedded programming. He does AI and remote control. And also, check this out, self-driving cars, you guys. Self-driving cars! Dario is an expert. Dario's been engineering expert many years. Dario, here you go. You've got your question from Unknown Gamer. Unknown Gamer wants some sound advice for starting in IoT systems embedded. So soft building, embedding. What should be focused on? Should it be Arduino? Should it be a Raspberry Pi with GPIO pins? What is a good framework or a platform for Unknown Gamer to get started in embedding? Which is the best one, you guys? Shyam, Dario, thank you again for the donation of $50. That's crazy. You're breaking the future. You're making things happen, man. Who would have ever thought? You know, I was like so ready to end. I was like, okay, you guys, we're ready to go. I have to get going, and I have a lot of other things that I got to take care of today. And we're like, well, we're just going to hang out for a little bit while longer. And then Dario comes back. Dario, that's cool. Supporting community, Steam's community. It is so cool. You got it. Thank you, Shyam. Thank you, Shyam, asking. All right, so Dario, I hope you're still here. I hope you didn't go away again. Because Dario's okay, cool. You're still here. All right, we got it. Dario has given you an answer. Unknown Gamer, check it out. Said thanks. Okay. Here we go. We got sidetracked. All right. Said thanks. I'm focusing on that. Cool. Excellent. So Tmux versus screen. Still got to go back to that. Can I know what you're doing? Bew. Oh, we're just hanging out now. We're just hanging out right before we're leaving. We were doing earlier today Python. We were doing Python, and we were doing iterations in Python. That's what we were doing today, but we're done. We finished it. We succeeded. Okay. I'm actually really curious to see what Dario said on the advice. That's what we're doing. Okay. Here's Dario's answer to Unknown Gamer. You guys ready? I think you should pick RPi. Raspberry Pi, you guys. Start small. Learn to control with the GPIO pins. Use the GPIO with Python just because it's simpler. Dario, that is really good advice. Okay. GPIO pins on RPi. Here we go. Raspberry Pi, GPIO, general purpose input output pins are physical connectors. It looks like this. So you can see these like little physical connectors here. These GPIO pins, they're physical connectors that allows your RPi to interact with the outside world by controlling electronic components like LEDs, motors, like what do you call those? Servos, like the servos, and sensors. So like photo sensors, you can tell how bright something is. You guys, that's how you do it. That's how you do it with the RPi. And then use, obviously, Python, and then you can do some GPIO programming. Most modern Raspberry Pis have 40 pin headers. Oh, wow. Is that a lot? That's a lot. And digital GPIO pins that can function as input or output. You must follow specific numbering in the schema with the BCM to adhere to voltage and current limitations to avoid damaging the board. Oh, so you can program things and cause issues if you want, you guys. Dario, thank you so much. That was really cool advice. How can I be IT? Internet? Wait, how can you be IT? Information art? Wait, what is IT? IT. What is? Hold on, my brain's not figuring. I'm hitting the limits here, guys. IT, internet, acronym, acronym. What is the IT acronym? Information technology. It's only like the word of the foundation of things that we're talking about today. This is crazy. Okay, so we did it, you guys. We did it. We win. Dario, thank you again. After that, Unknown Gamer, you can go build something small like controlling a DC motor. Controlling a DC motor. That's actually really cool. Dario, thank you for the advice. That's really useful and really powerful. When it comes to learning IoT and embedded computers, start with a Raspberry Pi with the GPIO pins on Python. There you go. Subscribe to Dario, you guys. Check him out. He's got a YouTube channel if you're just in. And then Shyam, I see I'm slow when using NeoVim, but it's so powerful that you can replace all IDEs with a terminal. Any tips to master? Yes. One tip for you, Shyam, and then we're going to get going. We're done for the day. And then we're going to go. Check this out. Go to your terminal window and then type Vim tutor. Press enter. There you go. There's your tap. And then it teaches you the motions. It teaches you K, H, L, and J. It teaches you the motions. And then it says you can hold J to move up and down, right? And then hold K to move up and down. Isn't that cool? Dario, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It was great to see you. And that donation. Wow. You've made my day. You've made my day. That's so cool. Here we go, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Shyam, if you have any other questions, let us know in the Discord channel. If we're going live tomorrow, so join our Discord. I'll paste it real quick for anyone who would like to know. Tomorrow when we go live, paste again. Here we go. And then we will talk more about some more Python stuff because it seems like it was a popular topic. And we will teach you guys some more cool stuff. Some things that we didn't get to, like this other things here. So like dunder methods, operator overloading, some arithmetic with strings and operators, and then some OOP you got. Great to see you. Thank you. It was great to see you guys. Thank you so much, Dario. It was good to have you here again. We'll be back tomorrow. Subscribe if you guys are interested in getting that notification. And then when we go live, because it will be at some random time tomorrow. I don't know. Cool, Steven. Take care. Thank you, you guys. We're heading out now. It's good to see you. We're ending the stream. We're going away now. And then we will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you. I'm going to click the stop stream button now. Here we go. Clicking the button. Bye, everyone. It was good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Jake the dog. Thank you. See you guys.